color in your cheeks. Do you ever get that feel that you can't shift, the tide that sticks around like summit in your teeth? Are there some aces up your sleeve? Have you no idea that you're in deep? I dreamt about you nearly every night this week. How many secrets can you keep? 'Cause there's this tune I found that makes me think of you somehow, and I play it on repeat until I fall asleep, spilling drinks on my settee. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go. Sorta hoping that you'd stay. Maybe we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Crawling back to you, never thought I'd calling when you're at you, 'cause I always do. Maybe I'm too busy being lost to fall for somebody new. Now I thought it through, crawling back to you. So have you got the goods? Been wondering if your heart's still open, and if so, I wanna know what time it should. Simmer down and poker up. I'm sorry to interrupt, it's just I'm constantly on the cusp. I've tried been to kiss you. I don't know if you feel the same as I do. We could be together if you wanted to. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go. We're sorta hoping that you'd stay. Didn't we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day? Crawling back to you, never thought I'd call when you better feel, 'cause I always do. Maybe I'm too busy being lost to fall for somebody new. Now I thought it through, crawling back to you. If this feeling flows both ways, sorta hoping that you stay. We both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Do I wanna know? Too busy being lost to fall. Sad to see you go. Ever thought of calling down? Do you want me crawling back to you?
I've been working on a cocktail called Grounds for Divorce. Polishing a compass that I hold in my sleeve. Down comes in on sticks, but then he kicks like a horse. There's a Chinese cigarette case, and the rest you can keep, and the rest you can keep, and the rest you can keep. There's a hole in my neighborhood down which of late I cannot help but fall. There's a hole in my neighborhood down which
yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, I slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. 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 Anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my fucking mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss locks. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing locks and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase, let's face it. I don't give up quick, I don't give up shit, I won't give up this. Cause I know that I want it, know that I'm on it, I'll make it, I promise. You don't wanna fuck with me, I slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Yo, welcome back to the show, everybody. What's going on? I ain't got my music on. There it is. What's going on, Bass? How you doing?
Dude, you gotta be fucking
hold
kidding
up.
me, bro.
What? What's the problem?
Dude.
Those are some cool ass pictures.
These fucking people upstairs.
What?
Knocking shit around. My
what are-
whole fucking shelf just fell off the wall, bro.
Oh, with all your 3D prints and shit?
My helmets, my fucking Deadpool shit up there, my Deathstroke, all that shit. I'm sitting right here like this. I hear them upstairs, then I hear a crash.
Did it break? Any of it break?
Deathstroke's done.
Wow. Yo, you need to say something to them about that shit.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
Yo, you need to say something about them to say something
Dude,
to them.
if I go up there right now, I'm hurting feelings.
No. Just wait until tomorrow morning. Don't do it now because you're fucking mad as hell. But I understand why he's pissed off. He put a lot of work into that shit.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, man.
Nah, go say something to him tomorrow morning. Alright. Besides that, damn, that fucking sucks. But we're gonna start the show. We're gonna do roll call. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Let me get up in here. If you notice, Bass has some has like a Batman symbol behind him, some lightning bolts going on there. You pick those up at Hobby Lobby. And oh shit, the UFO's glowing too. The UFO and the Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's up there. Too.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. So, if you guys got a Hobby Lobby in your area, go check them for like these light up pictures and shit. It's pretty cool. But we gonna roll call
Hold
real
on.
quick.
Hold on. Yeah, Bama, that whole shelf, that shit came down. That whole shelf.
And it didn't mess up your TV, did it?
Dude, if that shit went, listen, if that shit messed up my TV, I'm telling you right now, I'd be dragging the pops out of the fucking apartment.
All right, don't do it at night. All right, so we gonna do roll call. We gonna tell them tomorrow, like, yo, you guys.
Oh, they're so fucking lucky I'm on mushrooms right now. All right, let's do it.
All right, what's going on, Miss Sue? Bama, who else we got up in there? Bama, Mr. G, what's going on? Miss Sue, what island? Where are you at? That said island living. Where are you at? So let me scroll down a little bit. Who else we got? Miss Lorna, what's going on? Oh, Tracker Lorna, what's going on? Frankie Too Sweet, what's going on, brother? Who else we got in there? Guys, we're friendly. We'll say hi. I saw Scorpion was in here. I saw Will Cuts in here. Blues and G Music. What's going on? Glad you made it. Who else in there? Come on, guys. Be friendly. Say hi. But
You go right there. I don't like people.
This is true. Who else we got in here? I'm seeing 17 people viewing. I'm not seeing 17 names.
What's going on, everybody?
Callie, there we go. We got some new names. Callie, what's going on? How you doing? Mark D, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome to the show. What else we got in here? Don't mind. What happened? What?
Well, that looks pretty good.
What's going on, Bryce? What else we got up in there? All right, so Hound Dog, what's up? All right, so yeah, I saw Miss Sue had to step away, but I'd like to know what island she's living on. So we're gonna talk about a lot of junk today, and first, talk to some James Bond news.
Dude,
do you see the new cast? Apparently, the new casting for James Bond.
Bryce, I can't do that because I don't feel like going right into my bed for that.
What happened? What? I gotta take these glasses off. This shit's too dark. All right, what's up?
Bryce said get that in a New Yorker. I'm like, I don't feel like going underneath my mattress for that.
Listen, look, don't say nothing until tomorrow morning when you can get a good look at shit. All right, but what the hell did I want to say? Damn, that your whole situation about my hotel, because I know how many hours you put in all that stuff. So I get it. Okay.
All right. Let's go. Come on.
All right. So we're gonna hit every topic like we normally do. We're gonna start off with some movie stuff. Did you see who they're trying to cast as the new James Bond?
No, I didn't see that.
The guy, it's the light skinned dude from Rebel Ridge.
Really?
Yeah, he's playing. He's the current John Stewart Green Lantern from the Lantern show. That guy. And I see a lot.
I know who you're talking about. Okay.
I see a lot of people are like, "Oh, James." But listen, 007 is a code name, and James Bond is an alias. You really think that's his real name? Like, seriously.
Now there's
I don't know about that. I would have definitely. I don't care. I would have went with him.
There's a fan theory out there. Right? Everybody's seen the movie The Rock with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you go back and you watch that movie, Sean Connery's character was SAS MI6 from the UK, and he got locked up in Alcatraz.
Oh yeah,
so they think that they're reaching, but he might have been 007, but he got caught up doing some shit, and they left him the route over there. That's why he had all the information at the end of the movie. He's like, yo, you want to see him kill, go to you. You know what I'm saying? It kind of makes sense.
So, Bert said, "Yo, Bastard Truth, did you know there's a Tekken movie?" Yeah, yeah, it's been out a
It
while.
wasn't that good, just like the Dragon Ball Z movie.
Oh, that was that was hot garbage. But no, yeah, I've seen the Tekken movie. Did you guys see Walter Goggins is in talk to play M Bison in Street Fighter?
Yes. I'm all for it.
I'm interested. He'll be a better casting as M Bison than he'll be a better casting as M Bison than Carl Urban is as Johnny Cage. Guarantee it.
I would preferably have Henry Cavill play him because he kind of looks like a bison. You know what I'm saying? Like that old school bison character, but I could go with Walter Goggins. Absolutely.
Also watch Ninja Assassin. Is it Ninja Assassin? No, I'm thinking American Ninja. American Ninja is from the American Ninja movies is from like the early '90s. I remember watching those shits a lot.
Yeah, they're like late '80s, early '90s.
All you '80s and '90s heads out there, you might remember those movies from the '90s, Best of the Best. They have another one coming out apparently.
Really?
They have a third installment coming out with the same actors, Eric Roberts and the other guy. I don't know who the other guy's name is. But
Eric Roberts can't even walk.
Carl, listen, Bryce. Do not speak that type of shit into existence, bro. Okay? You don't. We don't need Carl Urban in a Street Fighter movie. We don't. He's already tested negative in Mortal Kombat. Just saying.
I need Alan Ritchson as Guile.
Yeah, Alan Ritchson as Guile. I believe they have cast Ryu and Ken already. Walter Goggins is in talk to play M Bison.
So who the hell is Roman Reigns and
Roman Reigns might be playing Akuma.
Oh, okay, I'll go with that. And Jason Momoa, let him play Blanca.
Jason, no, I can see. Well, no.
Let him play Blanca. Blanca.
I'm trying to think of another character. I was gonna say Sagat, but I can't. Oh yes, and Spaceballs 2. Yes, thank you. And the fact that Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement for it, that's gonna be chef's kiss. Being Mel Brooks, I hope he does.
Mel Brooks is like 195 years old. He's gonna be.
I don't see. Roman should be Vega. Hold on. We'll jump back.
No.
Okay. Roman should be Vega. Listen, man, you might have been smoking a little too much today, buddy. Not Vega. I could see him as Akuma, possibly Carlos Blanca. Yeah, I don't know, but definitely not Vega. You need who? I don't really even know anybody.
Who's gonna play the Haslam?
I don't know.
That's good.
No Blues, I don't write letters. I had to knock it. Alan R is playing Batman for what Bam, I don't think that's confirmed yet. I think that's some of those internet guys who make up their own damn stories and stuff. It would be awesome to see him as Batman. I'd like to see him as Batman, Jensen Ackles as Jason Todd, but that wouldn't work because Ackles is older than Richardson. You know what I mean? So what's up, Yukon? How you doing? But yeah, I'm looking forward to this Street Fighter movie. Now Spaceballs. apparently Bill Pullman's son's supposed to play in the movie too. And I think the only way to really do Spaceballs to justice, like you've got Rick Moranis coming back, you've got Bill Pullman coming back, you've got Bill Pullman's son playing in the movie now, and you have to get a character that would be in relation to Barf, John Candy's character, because you just can't leave that character out of the movie. Like it's got to be Barf's son or daughter or some kind of family member along the lines with them. William Dafoe as Joker. Willem Dafoe should have been the Joker years ago. Years ago. Why are you saying R.I.P.? What happened? What am I reading in chat here? I mean, William Dafoe is a hell of an actor, but he should have been the Joker years ago. I've always wanted to see oh yeah, John Candy, definitely. I've always wanted to see a rendition of Johnny Depp as the Riddler. That's what I was hoping with the Christopher Nolan series. That's what I was hoping to get if he was going to introduce a Riddler, like get Johnny Depp to play the Riddler. That shit would have been awesome. Can you imagine a Riddler, Johnny Depp Riddler? And definitely, I definitely don't think he would have played it like those guys are like 156. I believe it. Hold up. Truth, those guys are like 157 years old. Hopefully, there's oxygen on set. I ain't mad at them, but I mean, wow, them boys are older than me. Yeah, I could agree. He also made a good.
All right. So hear me out on this.
I don't know because what's his name? Cillian Murphy was a great Scarecrow character.
He was, but the Skarsgård brother that played it as a Riddler. Because there's three of them, so I can't remember his name. That Skarsgård brother who played it as the Riddler. Yeah.
Hound. Yeah. Jim Carrey was a good Riddler for that type of movie. Apparently Tommy Lee Jones didn't like working with him.
They're going to be releasing a darker version of that movie. What the original director wanted it to be.
Who now wasn't? Who was the original? Was it Joel Schumacher?
I think it was Schumacher.
So they're going to introduce a darker version of Batman. And what was that? Batman and Robin?
Mm-hmm. He wanted it to be more gritty.
Arnold was terrible as Mr. Freeze. And there was no lies told there.
I don't even call it. That movie should be stricken from the record, honestly, because there was just too many. It was too bright. There was too many colors going on in that movie. Like,
that's what I say about the. I know people gonna get pissed off if I say it, but that's what I say about the female cast Ghostbusters. I don't have the problem I have with the movie was it was too bright, and by bright I mean ghosts aren't fucking fluorescent. They're not fluorescent green, fluorescent purple, and all this other. The color schemes the color palettes that they used in that movie were completely off, and that's what threw me off from that movie. Don't get me wrong, I love Melissa McCarthy, funny as hell. What's her name? Kristen Wiig, funny as hell. But the movie didn't work. Sorry. The dude that plays Homelander should play Anthony Starr's Two-Face. All right, it's Harvey Dent. I kind of like that idea, but he wants to play what's his name from Resident Evil. The fuck is the guy?
Which they're rebooting another one.
Yeah, of course. It's going to be like they're never going to stop rebooting Resident Evil movies. Well, Wesker, I think it's Wesker that he wants to play. But dude, yeah, I could see him playing. Damn, he would make a really good Two-Face. thinking about it. Because the way he, just the facial, just his face, what he does, and the way he act, yeah. James Gunn. Get Anthony Starr test out for Two-Face. That might work. That would work. Michael Keaton needs to come back as the Bat. He came back as Batman in that Flash crap. That movie was pure dumpster fire, honestly. Keaton is 173 years old. Couldn't see Batman. What are you talking? Oh, see, Blues. See, there you go. And you're wrong on this one. There's a series called Batman Beyond.
That's Batman.
Where it's old man Bruce. Like Bruce walking around, he's hunched over with a cane and shit. And he hires this new guy, this younger guy, Tony McGinnis, I think the character's name is. And that guy's the new Batman. And it's like takes place in the future and shit. Look it up, man. It's actually pretty good. They were in talks to make a live action version of that, but that fell through like a bunch of other movies. Because they don't like original content. Hence why they were shitting on Sinners for so long, and then Sinners blew up, and they couldn't deny it anymore. But no, yeah, let's get Anthony Starr to try out for Two-Face. Yeah, okay. See,
yo, you know what? Hold on. I can even go with. Hold on. I can even go with Justin Eccles as Two-Face.
You know what? You got something there too. You don't necessarily need to be a superhero or a hero in the DCU. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I can go with that. Yeah, that one sounds pretty good. I'm a huge Jensen Ackles fan, dude. He's great. I watch Supernatural all the time. That's why. So, and he killed it as he killed it as Soldier Boy in fucking The Boys. Some of you might not have seen that, but it's worth the watch.
Yeah, I could definitely go with Justin Ackles as Two-Face. Trying to think who's another good baddie. You definitely bring back Cillian Murphy if you're going to go that way with
We need a live action Dino Riders movie.
No.
I'm
waiting for Street Sharks. That's what the hell I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Street Sharks. Ryan Reynolds is supposed to be producing that shit.
What is this supposed to be, like an animation or something?
I don't know if it's animation. No, it's not Street Sharks. It's I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's not Street Sharks. It's Micromation Mars.
Oh yeah, you can buy those action figures at Walmart. I've seen them. I've eyed them. I was thinking about it, but I haven't done it. No. When the hell does Primal War come out?
I have no idea. Sometime in summer.
All right. So, if you haven't looked it up, they got this movie coming out. It's based off a series of books called Primal War, and it takes place I can't remember exactly what. I don't think it was Vietnam War. I think it was like the Korean War or something like that. But soldiers go out to an island and they find out that dinosaurs are real, and the dinosaurs start fucking shit up. So that movie looks pretty good. And one thing I want to tell you about Primal War is, you guys know how much of a fan I am of Nature's Temper. Nature's Temper actually narrated the first book in the series for Primal War. So if you go over to his YouTube channel, you can check it out and listen to it. Pretty good. So, and remember, we've had Nature's Temper on the show before. So you guys scroll back a while, you'll see that interview where we had him and Joshua Wagner on the show together, which was the first time they ever talked to each other, like on a I guess you could say like conference call. You may be able to call this shit.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
question now, this supposedly happened when Japan said defense. All right, now you want to start getting in the fringe now?
Wait, I wasn't done talking about movies and shit yet.
Okay. Do I have a pen?
So, in a couple of weeks, I'm not too sure what the date is going to be. We are getting our first preview of Mortal Kombat 2. The trailer is going to be out in July.
The trailer's coming out in July.
Yes. And from everything I'm seeing about the movie, they're saying there's some scenes where you see some of these people that are killed as Avengers Endgame level type of shit. And they kill off the no nonsense character that shouldn't have been in the first movie.
Oh, Cole?
Yeah.
Could he? Anybody? All right, so I'm missing something in the chat. Anybody read manga? Mangas? I'm talking about like I know what you're talking about. Yeah, my buddy got me interested in what is it, Berserk? And I think I was gonna pick up a copy of that and read it. It looked he had me watching the animated version of shit. That's wild. And he said, "Yo, the book's even crazier." Damn, does empty glass bother you? The truth. Yes, Bama. That was absolutely brilliant. You ain't gonna hear no. Oh, let me bring it up. Where is it? Where'd he go? That John Cena promo. He cooked. He fucking cooked Punk during that promo. Just saying. We might be getting a good run now from this heel turn from Jonathan Cena.
CM Punk, best in the world at bringing out the best in you. Look what he did with Drew McIntyre, Bryce's boy. Look what he did with look what he's doing with Cena.
Drew McIntyre. What?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. Okay. Who else? Hold on, I posted this shit earlier.
Yeah. Drew's a little. Drew crashed too damn much.
It was a feud
for a guy being that big. Crashed too damn much.
It was his feud with MJF over in AEW. Then it was this feud, which was probably MJF's best work. Then his feud with Drew, which is probably Drew's best work, and now he's in it with Cena.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the rest of this turns out. But did I want to go back to what the hell did Bryce say? Where'd he go? Okay. This Primal Worship. Bryce said that supposedly happened when Japan said they found 7,000 new islands. Apparently, one had dinosaurs or something, and something worse. I've said this before. How do you just find 7,000 new islands? As much as the planet, as much as this shit is mapped out and it's radar, satellite, and all this stuff like that, how do you find 7,000 brand new islands? That tells me we're being lied to, folks. They just saying. I'm not a fucking flat earther. I'm not. I'm a golf ball person, and I've explained this golf ball theory to you guys before. That, yeah, and that shit is wild. And then there's a signal that, okay, now we're getting into fringe stuff because this is what stuff I want to talk about. They recently got a signal coming up out of the ice from Antarctica, and they've had this signal come up before. I think one time in 2006, wasn't it, Bass? And one time in 2014.
Yeah, 2006, 2014, and it just came up again recently.
Now, there's nothing that's supposed to be alive underneath all of that ice down there. And so what's sending a signal up from below the ice in Antarctica, and why are they being told not to investigate it? Now, remember, in the 2010s, all those like very important people, like the Pope, the Russian Orthodox Pope or something like that, a bunch of secretaries of state, heads of state, shit like that, they all flew down to Antarctica. Right? You guys remember this? They all flew down to Antarctica. Not too long after that, there was an earthquake down there in Christchurch, Christchurch is it's like a waypoint where they bring shit from Antarctica to the mainland, or from the mainland to Antarctica. Christchurch is a waypoint there, and there was an earthquake not too long after all this shit happened. Don't forget the famous astronaut Buzz Aldrin, who has said some very cryptic things regarding space over the years. Tweeted he had to be medevaced out of this area, out of Antarctica, Christchurch, all that, back to the mainlands. And he put out a cryptic tweet that was deleted not shortly after he tweeted it, and it said it's all evil. It's something about it's all evil down there. What did he say?
And he was medevaced out, and in order to, like, if you look it up, in order to get medevaced out, something major has to happen. If something is happening down there, they'll let you stay. They'll let you stay down there. Just like the people, I want to say it was like 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, where there was. It sounded like they were running a what's that Kurt Russell movie? It. Yeah, like they were dealing with a situation like that down there, and they couldn't get medevac because they were in a remote area, and the snowstorms didn't permit them to get out. Haven't heard anything about that. That's the what the hell is that one station? Niedermeyer?
Yeah, the Niedermeyer station.
And hold on, could this possibly coincide with the signal coming up from Antarctica and the military base having their phones wiped with the Anunnaki talking in that small town in Michigan that had the Anunnaki talking? Like, what could possibly be the time for I have to look into that.
Now, so with this Antarctica thing, right? And they said that the signal was found down there. Do you remember the whistleblower from not too long ago? I think it was last year. He talked about how he worked for Raytheon, and that he had access to a bunch of he had keys and access to a bunch of
yeah, absolutely.
What if that's what's being detected? because he said it's buried in the ice. I mean, it could be a signal from something else underneath the ice, which is pretty damn creepy. Like I said, there's a lot of weird stuff that's happening in Antarctica since, well, probably shit. Since at least the 1930s. You had Operation Terrabin, where the British SAS sent in soldiers to a supposed facility under the ice down there that was being run by these.
Also,
And,
Operation High Jump, which coincides with that.
Yeah, Operation High Jump with with Admiral Richard Byrd. You had the gentleman who then fast forward to he said it happened in the 80s. The Air Force the pilot who was flying down there, who had to fly flew a medical mission, and they flew over the hole, which was supposed to be a fucking air research station or something that they claimed down there.
But you're missing the Falkland Islands War. That took place before that.
Yep, the Falkland Islands War had a part of that. What else? The pilot, that pilot reported that the missing scientists that were down there, which has happened more than once. There's been more than one time that scientists have gone missing down there for numerous days. And then in some of the most recent stuff was in 2005. 2006 that I can remember, a film crew, you can go look this up, a film crew from Atlantis TV or some shit, they went missing down there. But what was found was their video cameras had found evidence of a large excavation type site going on down there. So there's a lot of weird shit going on down there in Antarctica. And the fact that signals are coming up out of the ice now, and you've got, I wonder if the signals coming out of yeah, you're right, Bess. But I wonder what the time frame is for that. The signals coming out of the ice and the
military base,
the military base losing their phone. Did that happen at like the same time? Did it happen on like you know what I mean? Or could it be testing it out? Oh, because like I said last show, what Jeremy Corbell has said about it, the first Alien and Predator movie with Pyramid under the ice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold up. All right, so yep, Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin. Yeah, he did say we never went to the moon, but they're also on.
Buzz Aldrin also knocked the man out.
There's people that were monitoring during those missions. There was people that were monitoring some of the radio chatter coming from Apollo, and they could hear. Some of them heard the medical channel that the astronauts had switched over to, and they said, "Yo, these babies are huge. You're on the rim watching us." So it's. I see. All right, so this is what are we getting into moon landing? Are we getting into moon landing conspiracy?
Double-edged sword. Double-edged sword.
So check. No. Check it out. Hear me out. Hear the theory out. We went. I think.
Ow.
No. Oh.
Ow.
No. Hear me out. I'm not. Let me work this shit out. Okay. Relax. We went. Right. But that shit that was filmed and everything like that, the astronauts hopping out on the moon and everything like that, that's what Stanley Kubrick did. I think we really did go, but we were using ARVs and reversed engineered craft. If you don't know what Loki, get out of here. If you don't know what an ARV is, an ARV is an alien reproduction vehicle. What do you think the secret space program is working? It's been flying around for years. So I think that a section that there possibly might have been there. They might have been there, like the secret space program would have went there, not Buzz Aldrin and all them, because Grissom, his name is Grissom. He was the guy that hung the lemon over the damn rocket before it blew up. Before he was burnt alive in the damn thing. He's like, yo, there's no way this is getting off the ground. Okay, and any logical person knows, like, it took all of that to get them off the ground and on Earth, right? How do you land? So you're gonna tell me they land safely on the moon, right? And it relaunched that shit back off with no infrastructure? I don't believe it. I don't believe that shit for a second. And it's a good dupe.
Dude, all right. Even if we were using reverse engineer craft that we caught maybe in the late, I want to say, let's go back to the mid-30s. Mid-30s all the way up to Roswell or whatever, right? I don't believe that we had the intelligence to actually fly these said craft up to the moon. That whole story is horseshit. We didn't go up there.
I think it's the secret space program went up. The secret space program has been floating around at least since the 50s. Because what do you think happened when they grabbed up all those guys in paperclip? All those scientists and shit. All those scientists brought those ideas over here, and they started working on that shit under the guise of the U.S. government funding.
I still don't believe that we would have been, even if we had the intelligence to do it. The makeup of the human body would not have been able to survive that travel. I don't believe it. So we're gonna
inertia cancers. You gotta listen more to art. You gotta listen more to what Bob Lazar used to talk about in the 90s.
I'm calling bullshit. Absolutely.
Yeah. Plus we can't get people past the Van Allen belt. That's true. See, we're jumping all over the place here. I'm sure you guys have heard the phrase prison planet before, right? That Earth is actually like a prison planet, or like a zoo, somebody's experiment. So that might be what the Van Allen belt is. The Van Allen belt is the electric fence keeping the animals at bay. What do you think?
I said it before. Picture Earth. Picture a pinwheel, right? Picture a pinwheel outside, catches the breeze. Now you know how a pinwheel looks.
Yep.
We are the outest point on that pinwheel. I wouldn't even classify us, if there's intelligent life out there, I wouldn't even classify us as backwoods swamp people. No offense. Like, we're like still sludge to these people, sludge to these higher intelligences. That's if you look at it at that perspective.
Right, even the Russians said that. Even Russians said they couldn't get past the belt because of the radiation. So, yeah. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, it's a 1,000-piece puzzle, and you have to look at every little thing because it all fucking connects. Every little bit of it. Oh, okay.
Did we get there when they? Did we get there when they said we got there? Hell no. Think about it, dude. It was like 1968, 1969. You're trying to tell me that they were on a cell phone call with the space shuttle and the president in the White House. You fucking kidding me?
So, Miss Carla said, "Truth, can you tell the story again about the cabin?" My Bass wasn't with me. It was me and X. But she asked if I could tell the story again about the cabin I came across in the woods. Sure, I have no problem telling that shit. That shit still creeps me out to this day. And like, if I could pinpoint the exact location on like Google Maps, I'd post it. But I don't know, because it's been so long since I saw that shit. But I remember that shit like it was yesterday. So, do you guys want me to tell? You guys want to hear that story? I know Miss Carla does.
You know what?
I'll tell. I have no problem.
Tell that story to Carmine, because Carmine used to live out in that area, so he might know exactly where you're talking about.
I haven't told Carmine that shit.
No.
I have to get to it. Will Cut says he want to find that cabin. No, you don't.
Nah.
No, you don't. Not with the pictures I saw in there. Well, the pictures of the people I saw in that fucking cabin. You don't want to see that. Oh, you don't want to find that cabin. I'm not sure. I'm telling you, I got the vibe. Fucking like I just shouldn't be here. All right, here we go. So this happened in. It wasn't 05. It was like 06. Yeah, it was like 2006, between 2006, 2007, summertime. And the person I was dating at the time had got into house cleaning, and she was hired to clean. Her friend had contacted her and was like, "Yo, I gotta go clean this house. Can you mind coming with me?" And she had asked me if I wanted to go, because I was just sitting there not doing anything. It was fucking boring in the summer. I was like, "Yeah, sure, let's go." So we ended up meeting up with the friend. And then we drove out. I'll tell you which direction we drove towards. We drove towards Parksville, New York. Parksville, look it up. So we get there, and this at the time when you got to Parksville, there was like a stoplight in the middle of the highway and shit. And we made it right at the stoplight. So we traveled down the road for at least 4 or 5 miles, right? And we're in like a fucking 1990 Accord. And then we turn off onto this dirt road path or whatever, and it starts going up a mountain. And it's something that you would definitely need a Jeep SUV or pickup truck for. Like, a car should not have been going up that shit. So we roll up, and we went up this road for a little while too, and by then it's like fucking pitch black outside. I'm stuck up. I'm in the car. I gotta keep going. I'm not gonna hop out of the car in the middle of the fucking woods. It's not something I'm gonna do. So we keep going up the road. We get to the house. It's all overgrown. Like, you can barely see the house. Like, it's all overgrown. So they get out, and I'm like, "Yo, you guys go get the key. I'm gonna sit in the car until the lights come on and shit." So they go get the key, open the doors, like, "Yo, come on in." So when you walked in, when you walked in the front door, to your right was like a sunken living room, and straight ahead was the kitchen, and then you could see a bedroom and shit like that, right? So they start walking towards the kitchen. I just start looking around. I start like looking around the place and shit. Like, it's a cool looking cabin with rustic, everything like that. So I start looking around. I start seeing pictures of people I start seeing politicians, pictures of fucking politicians. Okay, one was a former Secretary of State, and there's pictures of her and some like woman. Because it was obviously a woman's house. a woman's cabin because there was not really any signs that like men were there, and the bedroom was really feminine looking. Like there was no TVs, nothing like that. I didn't even see a radio in there. So I see these pictures of this political person and this other person who apparently owns this house, and I'm like, that's pretty interesting. So I'm like, all right. So I like go down, I like check out the living room because they got like carved wooden furniture and shit like that. It looked pretty cool, but you could tell people hadn't been there in a while because there was the flies and everything like that. They were all dead on the floor and shit. So you could tell people something nobody had been there for a while. They called me up and it was like, yo, can you go downstairs in the basement and fill up this bucket in the slop sink? I'm like, all right, yeah. So I take the bucket and I head over toward, so it was like this. You walk in, you had the sunken living room, you had like a counter right here, you walk around a little corner here, the bedroom was right there, and then the door to the basement was like a few feet past the bedroom. So I walk over to the door in the bedroom, I walk past the bedroom, see it's like feminine, it's got like a plushy bed and everything like that. No, I didn't see any TVs or anything. So I go down, head towards the basement door. It's a fucking sturdy door. It's a sturdy door. So I'm like, all right, I'm not thinking anything of it at the time. So I open the door, flick on the lights, and it's fresh concrete down there. Freshly poured concrete. Like, I mean, like, that shit was brand new. And it was like, pretty interesting. So I walked down the steps, and when you walk down the steps, there's no windows. You walk down the steps and you make it right, and the slop sink or whatever was at the end over this way. So I walked down the steps and I cut the corner, and when you cut the corner, there was two rooms. Sorry, shit still creeps me out. There's two rooms, one on your left and one on your right. And they looked identical, right? And these fucking rooms, when I looked in both rooms, there were bunk beds, 4 bunk beds, one on each wall, 4 bunk beds, metal frames, and the concrete had been poured so that it went over the frames. So the frames came out of the concrete. The frames weren't in the concrete. The frames were coming out of the concrete. All of the beds were neatly tight. They were like tight, packed tight, and they were small. And I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, I shouldn't fucking be in here. I got the weirdest vibe. I was like, I shouldn't fucking be in here. I need to go. So I went. I ran over to the slop sink, filled that shit up, brought it back upstairs. Like I said, there's no windows down there. There's no windows in the room. No windows in this room. No windows around. Only thing you can do is go up through that fucking door I came down. So I go up there. I hand them the bucket and shit, and I'm like, yo, I'm going to go sit in the car. Do I look like the guy that's gonna go sit in the fucking car in pitch black woods in the middle of at like 10 o'clock at night? No. That's how much I didn't want to be in that house. Between the pictures, this freshly poured fucking concrete basement with child-sized bunk beds in it, and no windows and a sturdy door I did not want to be down in there. That shit was too much. Like, you guys know the Secretary of State. Look her up. I'm not saying the name, but that's the picture. That's the pictures of the person I saw in there. I don't know if I don't know if that cabin's still there. It wouldn't surprise me if it is. Just saying. No. You couldn't pay me enough to try to find that house again. And it was just so random. There was nothing else up there. Nothing. Just that cabin. And like, no TVs, no radio. think there was a phone, but like nothing for the outside world. And like I said, nobody had been there for a while because the flies and shit were dead on the floor and everything. That's why they were in there cleaning. So my guess is somebody was about to make a visit. Somebody was about to come up to that cabin. Bam, listen. I don't know what kind of house it was. I just described it to you. You guys take that description and think what you want with it. Just saying that's what I experienced, and never no. And it's just so crazy that shit is like maybe 20 minutes away from where I sit right now. That shit's bugged out. Hey, I didn't say that, mischievous. Well, what you saying, Miss Carla? Truth, you think that in? Dude. Like, I was fine. I was all right until I saw those bunk beds, and I paused for a second. I'm like I'm only like fucking 24. I really wasn't. I didn't know anything about like the whole trafficking and all that shit like that. All what these people do and shit. So it was just really fucking weird to me that I'm like, yo, why? And there was no doors, like the two rooms. There was no doors on those rooms. It was just open. So you walk in and bunk beds on both sides, 4 bunk beds. Boom, boom. Fucking pole in the wall, concrete poured over whatever was holding that pole in. Meaning that bed could not move.
You got to tell that story to Carmen because he might know exactly what you're talking about. I doubt it's probably still up there, but like, dude, that was a long time ago, man. They done sold that area up already.
Carla, nah, if it's the kind of house I think it was, they wouldn't have sold that shit. Like I said, yo, it was so remote. And quite possibly.
Did you ever tell Pete that story?
Did I tell Pete that story? Because Pete used to live in that area.
Yeah.
He used to live not too far from me. I don't know if I ever did tell Pete that story. But no,
he was all over.
It might have been. It may have been where Miss Scarlett. It might have been because, like I said, those were child size. They weren't adult sized. Those were kid sized bunk beds in that fucking room, and in those rooms, and that. I like I said, I've experienced UFOs. I've chased UFOs. Like I've seen cryptids and fucking ghosts and shadows and all this crap. You guys all know that. I've never been creeped out like I was in that basement. Never.
And that was everybody was walking around with a damn. Everybody had to. Well, no, around that time people had cell phones. They weren't like.
It was like
taking photos of the shit.
No, yeah, definitely not. But it was like that. It's definitely if you come across some shit like that, it's definitely a weird, like, foreboding fucking thing. Like, I should not be here. This shit ain't cool. Like, what's going on here? No, will cut child size, like, that would fit a child from anywhere from like 5 to like 12, 13.
Dude, you know what? See, you made that right at the light. I don't even know if that light's still there anymore. I think
No, they got rid of that light.
yeah, because that shit was dangerous.
Yeah, they got rid of that light.
Why would you have a stoplight in the middle of the highway? I have no idea. But all right, so you would go out there and make the. You see, you made a right.
Yeah, like. Yeah, I completely agree.
We'll find it.
No, I'm not looking for it. I'm not even interested in. Not interested in it. Not interested. Because, like I said, they were there. They were there to clean. They were like cleaning upstairs, so that means somebody was getting ready to come to visit that house.
Like I said, Google Earth, man. If you get to the right area, they'll block that shit out. That lets you know something. That's how I found a few things.
I get it, but I'm
not going out there.
No, I get it. I get it. We'll cut. But no, yeah, that's a whole different fucking. That's a whole different feeling, and just saying, it's not something I was expecting. Not something I ever want to experience again. Yeah. Let's treat like I said, this happened. This was 20 years ago that I came across this house. So I'm sure that shit's all grown up, or even more now. So even more so now, because like I said, it was overgrown when I saw it. But then again, they might have expanded the damn thing. So who knows? I don't want to. I'm not interested. What's up, Nocturnum? How you doing? Yeah.
I gotta re-download the.
But yeah, that's my creepy story. That's the creepy. Well, I think that's a trafficker house I came across. I'll leave it. I'll say that trafficker house. And pictures of politicians, shit like that. I was gonna go live. I'm glad I checked here first. I don't know, dude. What are you gonna talk about? But yeah, so hold on. Now, what the hell was I looking up on my strange thing with some Antarctica scientists? That was what I was looking at. All right, so
Bam, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't even have to look at a map. I can already tell you. Like, there's a lot of woods out in that area.
Where I came across this shit, it's all woods.
Within a 15-mile radius.
Like, you guys,
15 miles. Not even 15 miles. I would say 5 miles.
Like, there's always, unless you've really been to New York like Wilcott has and shit like that, Wilcott knows what it looks like. You don't really know it because people are like, oh, you from New York? Like, no, I'm not from that part of New York. I'm from the other part of New York, which is like fucking woods and farm country. Like, that's 80% of New York. Seriously. And that's where this type of shit took place. Right up in that 80% of wooded area. All right, so let me see here. Antarctica signal. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I said Bigfoot UFO area. Yeah. Hudson Valley. You know what? I was when was I? I was at work the other day, right? So it was probably like 8:30 in the morning. I was watching. It was one of the. I think it was the William Shatner show on History Channel. Yeah, it was the William Shatner show. They were talking about the alien implants and stuff like that. And I looked at him, I was like, "Yo, do you believe in that stuff like that?" He was like, I don't know. What do you think? I was like, "Well, I can show you. I can put you onto something on my foot right now. You just glitched out. Like I can show you my right foot right now where there's something underneath my vein that I've never had there before. It's about the size of a BB, no scar tissue, anything like that. Never been shot in the foot, anything like that." He just looked at me like I was crazy. Then we had another customer. Oh, I can't wait till this guy comes in. This guy's name is Mike. Dude, he came in, right? I'm helping him out. He has like alien tattoos all over on his hands. Like he has like a couple of alien skulls and shit like that. So I rang him up. Somebody else came in, so I had to help them out. But Carmine was talking to me. He's like, "Yeah, Mike over here, he believes in aliens and whatnot." And I heard them talk. He said that he's seen something. That's why he got the shit tattooed on his hands. So next time he comes in, I'm gonna get him. I don't know. I had to walk away, help the other customer.
Why is this not? There it is.
Yeah, Carmine told me, he's like, "Yo, oh, yeah, Mike believes in UFOs." And dude looked at me. He's like, "You do?" I was like, "Absolutely, 100%." And then I had to walk away. Like I know he was explaining like he had an alien head on his left, his right ring finger. He had an alien head on his forearm. I gotta talk to this guy.
All right, check this out. Bizarre radio signals that defy physics detected under Antarctica. One of these long-standing mysteries. Researchers detected mysterious radio waves in Antarctica that seem to defy the rules of particle physics. Now they're searching for the cause. I'm not reading that part. Search for the links in the thing. Instruments flying more than 18 miles, 29 kilometers above Antarctica detected two unexplainable radio pulses coming from below the ice, and these signals seem to defy particle physics. Researchers determined that the radio pulses came from angles around 30 degrees below Antarctica's surface, which the laws of physics theoretically prohibit. Calculations suggest that the signals had to pass through thousands of miles of rock to get to the surface. However, scientists expect the pulses to be absorbed by the rock on the journey, rendering them undetectable. The research team is now looking deeper into what could have caused the unexpected pulses. They ruled out some possible explanations using the Pierre Aguirre Observatory in Argentina and shared those findings in a study published March 27th in the journal Physical Review Letters. It's an interesting problem because we still don't actually have an explanation for what those anomalies are. Stephen Wessel, a particle physicist and co-author of the study, said in a statement. Excluding neutrinos. If you guys want to read the rest of this, I'll put the link up in.
Hold on. What was the date on that?
Show description.
What's the date on that?
The date on there.
Yes.
Is June 18th, 2025.
All right.
June 18th, 2025.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Oh, are you looking for when that signal at the base is at? I don't think you'll be able to find the exact day that happened.
He gave me a rough timeline.
What was that?
I said they give you a rough timeline. All right. So let's.
Uh, hold on. Yo, Chaos, you can't do it in. As far as I know, you can't do it in Streamlabs. Like, you have to have your chat open on YouTube, like on your phone or something. Well, let me see.
What's happening?
No, you can't do it on StreamYard. You got to do it from like your phone or desktop. That's how I did it. Unless they change that. All right, we'll remove that. Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
I
So
really
you got that. You got
really understand.
what?
I said I really wish I could nail down when the damn cell phones went down at the military base and when the cell phones went down at that town in Michigan. If it coincides with the signal coming out from Antarctica.
Yeah, Blues. I didn't mean to upset you with that story, man. I just saying that's just
Dad,
what.
I'm hungry.
So go find something to eat.
There's nothing to eat.
Yeah. 1 second.
You just gotta go feed the gremlins. I'm really looking. All right. You guys gotta look. Chaos, did you see anything about that?
We're saying there's nothing to eat. There's plenty of shit to eat in the house. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's you see anything about that? About the quote unquote Anunnaki taking over cell phones at a military base? How's your UFO guy been? You still talk to that guy? They probably want Taco Bell or something.
All right. Yeah, my bad. Like, yeah. I didn't mean to upset anybody with that story or anything like that. It just that shit's crazy to me. Yeah. If I could remember where it was, and I could legit, if I could remember exactly where it was, and I could like mention it to like some authorities that might be interested in that shit, I would let them know. But I don't remember the exact location of it. I don't remember the exact location of it. You see, you hear what I'm saying to you? Gotta say that shit out loud so you don't come knocking on my door. Oh, I heard about that. I'm not sure about that. I'm not doing that, but yeah. It's a psyop. Yeah, so you'll get a bunch of people talking about it, right?
Oh,
Start getting it. You'll get a bunch of people talking about it. It'll start floating around on social media. People, you'll get hundreds of people listening to it. That's when you start doing your psyop. When you start introducing Project Bluebeam, shit in the skies, falling out of the sky, stuff like that. Marduk is still here. Have you seen the videos of the guys with the Dyson glasses or Dyson glass or whatever the hell they call that glass? It's like they treat the glass somehow and then it's able to see shit. And a lot of people have been catching cloaked UFOs, like just hanging over cities. Yeah, look, I can't. Is it Dyson glasses? Dyson glass. I don't know the exact name of that chip, but yeah, people have been seeing cloaked ships over the city and stuff.
Yo, have you seen the video? Well, not video. Supposedly something flying over Washington D.C. into the eye of a storm. This shit was super fast.
No, I have not seen that.
I'm sending it to you right now.
Bring up Facebook. Facebook drag slows my shit down so much.
I seen this the other day.
Oh, fuck that. We're gonna go to
I just sent it to you.
boom. All right, so where can I go?
Oh, dude, I am so pissed off like this now.
I'm trying to find some here. All right. To upload, Facebook. Nope.
That's all right. Like nothing really. The only thing I'm just mad about the Deathstroke. Dude, I got BBs all over my floor right now. I'm not dealing with this shit till the morning, I swear.
Like I said, just wait till the morning and then say something to him. Like, don't go up there banging on the fucking door.
No.
See,
did you get the video I sent you?
I did not open up Facebook, man. B-2 bombers, what?
What?
B-2 bomber behind Earth's was hidden beneath Earth's oceans. What? Yeah, another civilization. All right, so you sent me. That's why I fucking hate Facebook. It slows everything down. Anyone ever read the book series of Gore? Loosely based on the theory of a counter-Earth that we never see. It's pretty much a parallel universe, right? Pretty much. Oh, yep. See, after seeing videos of a new theater called The Spear in Vegas, there's no way Blue Beam isn't real. I think that's what they're going to try to do people with in 2027. It's on the opposite side of the sun. Yeah. Hold on, so long. Hold on. Did this shit load up now? Is it this weather looking video?
Yes.
Fast. All right,
Yes.
what's it supposed to be? What's it supposed to be?
Something very fast flying into the eye of the storm over what's then quote unquote DC a couple days ago.
All right. 1 second. Share screen.
We can also get into some of this damn weather manipulation that they have going around in this damn country right now. Shit is happening that's not supposed to happen.
All right, take us off the screen.
It's gonna come in from the right.
I don't know. I don't know. That I'm not convinced.
I didn't say it was the UFO or anything like that. I just said there's something very fast flew into the eye of the storm.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that. So we're, oh yeah, put us back on the screen. There we go. All right. Baz, I think I'm gonna shut this one down, dude, because I'm hungry as hell and I haven't eaten yet.
Yeah.
Good.
I need to go to sleep. Ooh,
You're mad as fuck right now, ain't you?
Dude, I'm fuming.
I believe it. All right. So
that shelf has been there for fucking 3 years.
So, we'll be back again. We'll be back this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm not doing a show tomorrow night because my kids have a 8:00 at night baseball game underneath the lights. So we will be attending that. So no show tomorrow night, but next Saturday night. Or wait a minute. When is when's that WWE shit? Not this weekend. Week after, right? Wow. But we will be back again. And what? I'm gonna let Bass do a little bit because you obviously he's pissed off because of stuff.
No, it's supposed to happen this month, next week, 28th, I think.
Oh, it is. Okay. So we will be back this weekend. Yeah, we'll be back again this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, won't be a show tomorrow night because I'm going to watch the kids play baseball. But listen, if you are a part of the Facebook group, post the videos. You come across something weird, strange, cool, post those videos. We want to see them. All right. Share. We're gonna start sharing. The next show, we're gonna deep dive into our Facebook group videos and all the stuff that we have in there, and we're gonna start playing those videos that everybody shares that you find interesting. All right. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you later. You guys have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and have a good week at work. Can't say
Don't
bye to
forget the
people.
sponsor.
What happened? Don't forget the what?
Don't forget the sponsor.
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, the channel is now sponsored. We have earned a sponsorship now for an Impromptu Truth, and it is Dubby Energy Drinks. Okay, it's Dubby Energy Drinks, and when you go over to Dubby.gg, that's the website. And if you go over there, you make a purchase or anything like that, use promo code TRUTH20 for 10% off on your offer. I say it again, use promo code TRUTH20 for 10% off on your order. And thank you guys for joining us tonight. Remember, check out Dubby Energy Drinks. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Have a good night, guys.
Take care. Here we go.